There was a gal in my church in Reseda who got so mad at me. She called the neighboring pastor of the other church, and she said, "I just don't know what to do with that woman." And he said, "What's the matter?" "She won't sing the old hymns." Well, I do sing the old hymns. I love to sing the old hymns. What old hymns? You're not talking about Gregorian chants. Those are old hymns. Oh, you want Amazing Grace? Well, we're not going to sing it every Sunday. We're not going to sing How Great Thou Art every Sunday, but I'm also not imposing all sorts of new stuff on you all the time. You know, you can't. And besides, what do I know what your old hymns are? Do I read your mind? I don't read your mind. I don't know what's in your head. We're not linked that way. You have to tell me what you want to sing, not just wash your hands with me and say, "I won't do what you want me to do." Then I tried to tell her this. That hymn that you call an old hymn was a new hymn once. That old rugged cross hymn wasn't one that Jesus sang. It was a new hymn at one time. And somebody didn't like it because it was a new hymn and it didn't fit their tradition. I went to a workshop yesterday and I learned something from a 26-year-old man by the name of James, a seminary student. He started to share some statistics with me. And the statistics that he shared were these. 70,000 people leave the United Methodist Church each year. 70,000 people leave the United Methodist Church each year. I don't hear you going, could you do that for me? He said, United Methodists have a tendency to be pretty loyal. So they're not leaving because they don't like the church. They are leaving because they are going to a better place. 70,000 United Methodists are dying each year. And the dwindling population of the church is reflecting that. There used to be a time, and the average age of people in the church throughout the world is 57 years of age. So I can't very well say to you, okay, you all have to go out and have babies to populate the church. You know, when the average age of 57, it ain't going to happen, short of miracles. And people say, why can't it be like it was when the baby boom era, you know, when people were having babies like mad and they were populating the church? Well, this young man also gave us some other statistics. And the other statistics that he gave us had to do with young adults. Young adults range now from age 18 to 41. That's a young adult. I know, that's 23 years as a span. The church is not ministering to young adults. What the church is doing is what the Pharisees and the scribes tried to do to Jesus. They tried to pour him into their mold. We can't pour the young adults into our mold. As a matter of fact, Barna did a survey of young adults, and they asked them, give us a definition of church. Tell us, what is church? And what do you think about church? And the top 3 answers of the young adults, the top 3, 85% of them said they're hypocrites. 87% of them said they're judgmental. Well, does that sound like Pharisees and scribes? Oh, I don't like it. And the third top, and we're not going to discuss this a lot, but the third top one is that they're hypocritical, the church is judgmental, and the church is intolerant of homosexuals. That was the top 3 opinions of young adults today. You know, there are an awful lot of options out there for people on Sunday. And it isn't just church. And we can't say that what we have to offer is perhaps the answer to all things in life. But we do have a marvelous physician here who is here to minister to all people. That is Jesus. That is Jesus who is here to refresh our souls. We need to be sure that we are not going to have people, invite people to come and be part of the church and say, we're going to pour you into our mold. We're going to dress you the way we want to dress you. We're going to make you little clones of us, and you're going to have to do it the way we want to do it. You're going to have to sing the hymns the way we want to sing them. You're going to have to do church the way we want to do church. Because we're the people who have the money. Because it's our church. If we don't change our thinking, if we don't change the way we look at the world, if we don't take off our scribe glasses and our Pharisee robes and start looking at how we can minister to people of all ages, then we indeed will look at poor James 20 years from now having no church to serve. We need to make a place in our hearts and a place here for those people who think we don't have a place for them. And we're not going to try to pour them into our little plastic mold. And we're not going to make them put on our glasses. And we're not going to make them do the things that we like to do that comfort us, because those are the things that comfort us. We're going to let them find what comforts them. And we're going to give them a platform on which to find that. We are going to give them Jesus Christ and let them go from there. Please, I ask you to be part of this thinking with me. Let us go. Let us grow. Let us bring the church to life for years and years to come. In the name of